Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. This Sunday, May 1st, kicks off Teacher Appreciation Week, and May 3rd is Teacher Appreciation Day. The National Education Association describes National Teacher Day as a day for honoring teachers and recognizing the lasting contributions they have made to our lives. Holly, too, is one of those educators. She is the principal at Davidson Middle School in Crestview, Florida. She joins us now to let us know what it's like to be a teacher these days and actually how we can honor them all next week, and including on Teacher Appreciation Day. Good morning, Holly.
Good morning.
All right, tell us a little bit about you. How long have you been teaching? And you're at a middle school, right?
Yes, I'm currently at a middle school. So if I tell this, I'm kind of telling on myself
All
and
right.
my age a little bit, but I started teaching back in the 90s. And I took a few years off when my children were small, but I came back. And so I've taught math primarily. I did teach a year of science. And I've been in administration now in my 10th year in administration as assistant principal, or assistant for 9 years. And I'm in my first year as a principal.
Oh, very cool. Now, you don't have to worry because I didn't do well in math, so I couldn't put all that together anyway.
That's because you didn't have me as your teacher.
That's probably true. You're right. Okay, so Miss Two, what do we need to do for our teachers? What do our teachers need these days? I mean, you as a principal are overseeing all of these teachers. What do they come to you and say, well, we need this kind of involvement when it comes to the parents?
Well, just next week for Teacher Appreciation Week, I would just say first and foremost that a handwritten note to a teacher would speak volumes. That's an art that we've sort of lost, but it means so very much. So that would be my first suggestion. I feel like something small, a Flair pen, $5 or $10 gift card to Starbucks or Panera or some other venue, or just really any type of remembrance of those teachers. It's been a very difficult and trying couple of years in the education profession. So any reminder, and honestly, I feel like we do a really good job at the elementary level, but at the secondary level, we don't always remember those teachers as much. So,
all right, that's a good point here. And I love the fact that you said that, not like a Visa card, because I know what teachers would do. If you gave them like a $10 Visa card, they would spend it for the students. They would buy something,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so maybe go up and beyond, maybe like an Applebee's gift card, or you said Starbucks as well. It's just one little way. A lot of parents, they want to get involved with their teachers to help educate their children.
Yes.
Obviously a handwritten note, that'd do great, but how do they know how their child's doing outside of your parent-teacher conferences?
Well, I believe our school district, I believe most school districts across the nation have the ability for parents to check grades online. And those grades are live. So as soon as a teacher enters grades, the student's new grades is populated. So having a habit of checking those grades, I know with my own children, I used to be like, oh, you want to go see, hang out with your friends this afternoon. Let me check your grades to see if you have any missing assignments that you need to be doing instead. And then I would use that as the buffer for whether or not, or to help me make that decision as to whether or not they need to go do what they were asking to do that day. So checking grades online is a great thing to do. I also feel like monitoring your child's social media is huge. I know that a lot of the problems that we have in schools today, as far as some of the name calling and the issues that arise socially, stem from things that are happening on social media outside of school, and then they come in and impact the educational environment. And so I would say to keeping a hands on your child's social media and being very active in that and monitoring that, and knowing that a lot of students have fake accounts, what they call them spam accounts.
Yeah.
So just having your eye on all of that, because there is so much that goes on in this digital age that can adversely impact your child in school when things online are going on through those social media channels.
Yeah.
I also feel like you can participate in your SAC committees at your schools and help provide input and support there.
All right. A lot of those, you're seeing it you're on the front line, so you're seeing this. So you talk about how social media, how it is detrimental to the kids, so you really jump on that. Real quick, exactly. I don't understand my kids' homework. They brought it home. What if they need help? And I don't understand this math. What's the easiest thing to do?
Math's easy to understand. You always know if you have the right answer. So the biggest thing is that a lot of teachers now, there are so many tools available, and we have teachers here that use like a app called Educurations, and they actually record their lessons
cool.
live, both them talking and writing and solving problems. So I would look to see, first of all, what your teacher has available on their Canvas page or whatever platform they're using for posting those lessons. So that is an option. You can always email your teacher and ask for outside resources. There are a lot of great websites that have tutorials on them that are available that they can point you to that would be best fit for a particular subject area. You can always email your teachers as well. I know a lot of our teachers will hop onto a Zoom in the evenings with their students and record that and help them answering questions live online at night, because a teacher's job is never done.
It's never done at all. Yeah,
and you want their students to succeed, and so they'll spend their evenings doing that if they need to.
Yeah, you think about that. Yeah, we think at the end of the day, oh, the teacher's done with work, and it's nowhere near like that at all. And that's why we are honoring people like you, Mrs. Tu. Thank you so much for joining us, Holly. And remember, National Teacher Appreciation Week. It kicks off this Sunday. If you'd like to find out how you can help a teacher or actually get involved, just head to the National Education Association at NEA.org. And if you know a teacher, just tell them thank you. That's the biggest thing as well. Thank you so much for joining us again. Next week is our teacher appreciation. We all have that one teacher in mind.